last week we have already done with what do you call this, writing, okay, paper 2. So we have also done with paper 1, right? Okay, so I think roughly by now you all should know what is paper 1 is about. And paper 2 also, like last week, right, we already took a look. And actually we took around 3 weeks, I believe, right? Okay. Well, I mean, paper 2, it will take some time, right? Okay, paper 2 will take some time because as you all know, writing is not something that everyone finds very easy. So that's why we took that amount of time, I believe. And so today we're gonna go to speaking. Okay, so for students, most of you, right, okay, this might be something new, right? Okay, given the fact that the first time when we met, right, okay, I asked most of you, anyone has an experience of taking a Cambridge exam, right? Okay, and most of you say that you don't, right? Okay, so if you all had taken a Cambridge exam, the speaking exam should be something that you are familiar with, right? Okay, but if you have not done so, right, okay, this might be something new, right? Okay, and as for SPM, this is something new, right? Previously it was conducted as an oral test, right? Okay, and this speaking skill didn't have what you call own paper itself, right? Okay, but since we with the new format, right? Okay, and I believe I've mentioned earlier that this is similar to CEFR, right? Common European Frame of Reference, which is used by Cambridge, right? Okay, so that's why we have this paper 3, right? But actually, in a way, actually it's a good thing that the government decided to go with this new format, right, where they introduced this paper 3 speaking, because I do believe that students, they need to take this paper, right? Because if you look at all the major exam, right, okay, as you all know, Cambridge, right, okay, you have the speaking, right? Okay, then I don't know whether you all are familiar with this exam called Ielts, right? Okay, Ielts, International English Language Testing System, which normally students take, if they are planning to go abroad, right? Okay, especially Australia and so on, right? Okay. In that particular exam, also you have a speaking exam, right? Okay, particularly for speaking, right? Okay, and I'm sure you would have heard about this, or if you didn't heard about this, right? Okay, before let me tell you, there's another exam called MUAT, right? Okay, I think you all, some of you would have heard about this, right? Okay, Malaysian University English Test, right? Okay, where in this MUAT you also can see that there will be a separate paper for speaking, right? Okay, so a separate session for speaking is considered like an exam, speaking exam, right? Okay, so since most of the exam they have this speaking, right? Okay, and since SPM, previous formats didn't have that, so the new format having the speaking is nothing wrong, right? Okay, I understand the hesitation, right, from the students, right? Okay, even the first time when we met, most of you are kind of like worried about speaking. Well, I understand that, maybe because the fact that you all believe that you all are not that good in terms of communicating, right? Okay, but I would say that there's nothing for you to worry, right? Okay, you see, speaking is all about expressing yourself, right? Okay, expressing yourself. And I understand that some of you might be someone who is reserved, right? Okay, so we may have an introvert here, we may have an extrovert here, we may even have an ambivert here, right? Okay, so ambivert mean both, they are introvert and extrovert, right? Okay, so regardless of your character, your attitude, or whatever it is, right? Okay, speaking, it's not a bad thing, right? Okay, as a matter of the fact, right? Okay, if anybody were to ask me, right? Okay, among the skills, right? Okay, You have listening, you have reading, you have speaking, right? Okay, you have writing. Then you can add grammar into that mix as well, right? Okay. So if people were to ask me, right, okay, what will be the most important skill if, how would I rank them, right? Obviously, people will rank them according to their own preference. They have their own choices, right? Okay. So they have their own ranking to say, right? Okay. But of course, I do myself, right? Okay. But on the top of the tree, of course, will be speaking. All right. Okay. Because, why I will put speaking at the top, because the essence of English, right? Okay. So the main thing, right? Okay. The main objective, all right, of anyone, all right, okay, who want to learn the language is to speak the language, right? Of course, you want to learn the function, you want to learn the grammar, you want to learn the, like the use of the language, right? Okay. But number one, right, for anyone, right, okay, regarding any language they learn, of course, their main aim is to communicate, to speak, to express themselves, right? Okay. So that's what I believe that you all, need to know about speaking, right? Okay. Speaking is all about expressing yourself, right? Okay. And there's nothing for you to be afraid when it comes to speaking, right? Okay. So today we look into this paper 3, right? Okay. So first of all, before I show you some videos, right? Okay, I'll be showing you guys later 2 videos, right? Okay, so that this will give a clear picture to you all, right? Okay, on how to approach the speaking exam, right? Okay, because I'm sure all of you are like, oh my God, speaking. Even last week when I said that, like, we need to focus on speaking, and some of you, oh yes, we want speaking and everything, right? Okay, I totally understand that you all are very, very anxious, or like really, really eager to know about this speaking, how this is done and everything, right? Okay. So before I show you the video and everything, so I believe I already explained this, in the first class itself, right? Okay, but again, today, because we are focusing on speaking, right? Okay, we will go through that, right? Okay, then after that, we will look at the videos, right? Okay, we will start with the average one, or maybe you can consider, because I mean, they are kind of like weak, and the band that they got for their exam was kind of like low, right? Okay, band 1 and band 2, right? We will take a look at the students, and from that video, right? Okay, we will try to like see what are the things that you need to avoid, what are the things that you shouldn't do, right? Okay, all that we will look into that, right? Okay, after that, we also will look into another video, which like these 2 students, they are really, really good, right? Okay, they have attained band 5 and 6 for this speaking exam, right? Okay, so without wasting time, right? Okay, if we manage to like done with this speaking, right? Okay, earlier, all right, then we might be able to go to paper 4, which is listening, right? Okay, which is another dilemma for most of the students, because like not everybody like listening is a kind of like an abandoned skill, right? A lot of people do not focus on listening, but listening and speaking, right, okay, are really, really important, right? Okay, when it comes to English, I mean, not only English, I would say any language in this matter, right? Okay, all right, let's take a look at what do you call this, the speaking first. Okay, just so that you get an idea, right? Okay, what are the like sections, or how many parts are there, right? Okay, and what you have to do in each parts, right? Okay, so when you already know that, right? Okay, so when I play the video, right? Okay, then you can relate to it, right? Okay, then you will understand, okay, this is basically what I was telling you, right? Okay, just now. All right, just hold on. Okay, all right. So let's take a look at this one, right? Okay, so you basically have 3 parts, right? Okay, in this speaking exam, right? Okay, so the first part being, right, okay, general questions, right, general question, okay. And you must understand within this first part there will be two phases, right? Phase 1 and phase 2, right? Okay, after that you all move on to part 2, right? Okay, and another thing that need to be noted here, right, okay, is the duration, the time duration, right? We are talking about the time duration here, and is 3 to 4 minutes, right? 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so actually this speaking exam, right, okay, you are supposed to, right, okay, give answers, right, speak precisely, right? Precisely means you are on point, right? Okay, do not waste time by coming out with all this irrelevant information. All right, okay, so because you see, when the question is asked, okay, please try to be on point, right? Because the time given, right, okay, it's not that a lot, right? Okay, but for some student, even 1 minute, right, okay, they may feel that, wow, this is kind of long, right? Okay, wow, this is kind of long, right? Okay, that like it is 1 minute, but yeah, it looks like forever, right? Okay, so let's take a look at this part 1 here, right? Okay, so general questions. Okay, so the phase 1 here, right? Okay, so this is something that will be said by, right, the interlocutor or the, right, okay, the speaking examiner, right? Okay, so of course they will start with the greeting, right? Okay, good morning and afternoon, right? Okay, and there will be two of them, right? Okay, when you take this exam, right? Okay, only the one will be sitting directly to you, another one will be sitting at the side, right? Okay, so what basically this person is doing is that person will collaborate the mark, right? Okay, so both of them need to assess, right? Okay, in the end, both of them will try to coordinate, right? Okay, the scores, right? Okay, for based on what that the main what you call examiner has given, and also what the one that a colleague or his colleague, all right, as given, right? Okay, so example, right? Okay, she will introduce herself, right? Okay, I am, and this is my colleague, and she will just listen to us. All right, first of all, we'd like to know something about you, right? Okay, so basically this phase, the first part, the first part itself, right? Okay, forget about this phase 1, phase 2. This entire part 1 is basically about yourself, right? Okay, and guys, girls, right? Okay, part 1 should not pose any kind of like problem to you guys, okay, apart from your own, right, nervousness. All right, okay, do not be nervous. I understand, all right, I understand. You will say that, like, teacher, it's easy for you to say, right? Okay, it's easy for you to say. Only those who are going through the exam, right? Okay, they are the one who knows the pressure and so on, right? Okay, but guys, you see, why I say please be calm and don't be nervous, right? Okay, you see, students, what they don't realize is, I mean, being nervous is a part of human life, right? Okay, we tend to become nervous for most of the things, right? Okay, in our life, right? Okay, but what students fail to realize is, right, okay, sometimes the nervousness gets better of them, right? Okay, so because of that they are affected and they will not be able to, right, communicate, or they will not be able to express themselves as they would like to, right? Okay, it might hinder them, right, okay, from expressing themselves. They will approach with an hesitation, right? Okay, and they always will be like worried that whether they are saying the right thing, whether they are giving a right impression, right, expression, and so on, right? Okay, so in order to avoid all this, that's why I say please be calm, right? Okay, you see, I don't know whether you all remember, right? Okay, last time I shared with you guys about my story of me being very, very nervous, right, of speaking, right? Okay, the first reason being I am totally awful at English, right? Okay, I believe I've like shared this story to you guys last time, right? Where from standard 3 until form 4, all the thing that my teacher told me was, like, you are totally ridiculous, you are useless, you are hopeless, you are an idiot, right? Get out from the class. I don't want to see your face. Basically it's like that. I totally understand. You know why? Because I'm not a saint as well, right? Okay, I'm a very mischievous person, right? Because when I don't like a subject, I tend to make a life miserable for the teacher, right? Okay, so that is another reason why they don't like me and everything. But all of them have given up hope, thinking that like I am someone who can't even speak English, right? Okay, so until form 4 came, and there was one teacher here where she asked to do a work, and as usual I didn't do the work because I don't know how to do it, right? Okay, and when she come and asked me why you didn't do the work, well, how bad I was, right? Okay, I can't even say the word I don't know how to do it, right? Okay, I can't even say that word because I don't know what is don't know also, right? Okay, so the only thing I know is like hand gesture, right? Okay, hand gesture. So I just give a hand gesture saying that, right, saying that I do not know, right? Okay, and at that particular moment, why I'm bringing up this one, guys, right? Because I want to stress on something, right? Okay, which can be very helpful for you guys when you guys are going for speaking, right? Okay, see, at that particular moment, I thought this teacher is going to be the same, like the previous teacher, where like, okay, please leave the classroom, whatever it is. I'm already like prepared anyway, right? Okay, I'm almost prepared. I already took out some of my books and everything. Like, I'm almost like, okay, that here we go again, or something like that. But suddenly, out of nowhere, the teacher said that you do not know, is it? Then I was like, yeah, that's what I meant, right? Okay, so I was, like giving a hand gesture saying that, yeah, that's it, right? Okay, and this is the first teacher who told me that, okay, okay, no problem, I will help you. So I was like, kind of like curious, like all the teachers have given up on me, and why this teacher would like to help me, right? Okay, and because of that, because the teacher would like to help me, all right? Okay, because of the teacher would like to help me, because the teacher like to help me, all right, so I uh, thought that this is the best time for me to give my best, and I just follow whatever the teacher said, right? Okay, so I asked the teacher, right? Okay, and it's lucky for me the fact that the teacher being like an Indian, right? Okay, and I could communicate in Indian language, right? Okay, so I asked the teacher, right, what do you want from me, right? Okay, the only thing that she said was, right, okay, just speak, right? Okay, just speak in English, right? Okay, whether it's a broken English or whatever English it is, just speak, right? And I was, like telling the teacher, this it doesn't look likely because why? I can't speak a single word, right? Okay, and people will laugh at me, and they will make fun of at me, right? Okay, but she told one thing which I want to stress here, guys. She told me this one thing that which I've been using this for a long time, right? Okay, it has been my kind of like my principle, or even you can say that it's a philosophy that I always stick by it, right? Okay, which is, it's an attitude what we call, right, do not care attitude, don't care attitude. So if you're wondering what is this don't care attitude, right, she told me something, right? Okay, she said that if people were to make fun of you, right, if people were to laugh at you, right, because the way you talk, right, okay, the way that you use broken English to speak or to communicate, right, okay, why you have to care? Why you have to care? So that question, like kind of like stick to my mind, and I told myself, yeah, of course, correct, right? Basically, why I have to care? Like, you see, if they want to laugh, or if they want to cry, or they want to, like cry blood or whatever it is, right? Okay, why you guys have to care, right? Because you guys have to focus on the task at hand, right? Okay, so your objective, your motive, right, is to communicate or to express yourself, right? Okay, that's what you guys should be focusing on, and you should not be affected by whatever other people are doing. Okay, example, if they are laughing at you, if they are making fun of you, right? Okay, they will stop, okay, when they realize that you don't care, right? Okay, so that's what I would like to implore to you guys, right? Okay, so you guys can also adapt this particular do not care attitude, because believe me guys, believe me, it will definitely help you, especially when you guys are speaking. And not only that, let's say you guys are giving a presentation, right? Okay, in your classroom, right? Okay, or even not in your classroom, in your school, if you were to go to your tertiary education, right? Okay, university, college, and so on, even there, right? Okay, this will be really, really helpful, right? Okay, because it will get rid of your nervousness. All right. Okay, you see, as soon as I realized that, like, I should not give I should not care about the others, right? I grow in confidence, and now if you ask me to go and speak in front of, like how many of them, I won't hesitate to do that, right? Okay, for me, it's nothing, for me is something simple, right? Because I do not let others to affect me. All right. Okay. So that's what I will tell you, right? Okay. I will tell you guys, please do not let others affect you. Do not let the environment to affect you. Do not let the circumstances to affect you. Do not let the situation to affect you, right? Okay. At the moment you start to do that, then you will never ever overcome this. All right. Okay, so you see, students always say that, oh, like it's something that I'm trying to overcome, like trying to, and absolutely overcome it, right? Okay, is totally two different things. All right, that's what you all have to do, right? Okay, so instead of just saying I'm trying, just do it, right? Okay, just overcome, right? Overcome your this particular like butterfly, stomach in the butterfly, and stage fright, and so on, right? Okay, so in order to do this, you have to adopt this particular don't care attitude, right? Okay, because your task is for you to speak, right? Okay, it's about your marks. Just because other people are laughing at you, other people are making fun of you, you're going to lose the mark, you're going to lose your mark. Doesn't make any sense, isn't it? Right? Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. All right, okay, now let's go into it, right? Okay, now look at the part 1 here, right? Okay, so here the interlocutor will start with the salutation and everything, introduction. So the main question, right, okay, for the phase 1 will be, what is your name, right? Okay, and in case if you are not responsive, then they will come up with backup prompts where, should I call you, right? Okay, and so on, right? Okay, in order to prompt you to talk, right? Okay, so if you're wondering, sir, how are we going to approach this particular phase 1? This phase 1 should be very, very straightforward, right? Okay, if they ask you what is your name, right? Okay, you just simply tell, right? Okay, well, your name, that's it. That's it. Basically, that's it, right? Okay, there's no need for you to come up with, like any extra information. I don't think so, right? Okay, so just say your name, right? Okay, and the second question will be, right, where do you live in? Where do you come from? All right, okay. So basically, in phase 1, the normal questions, right? Okay, they will not go beyond this, right? Or they will not come up with something different as well, right? Okay, you can rest assured, right? Okay, so the phase 1 question, it always will be this, right? Okay, this will be the question, right? Okay, so the question will be, what is your name, right? And where do you live, or where do you come from, right? Okay, and you just respond to that, and that's the end of phase 1, right? Okay, then after that, okay, we move to phase 2, right? So we are still talking about you guys, right? Okay, your lives, right? Okay, your routines, okay, your daily life experiences, right? Okay, so here, the second phase, the interlocutor will move on, right, by saying that, right? Okay, now I'm going to ask you about your daily routine, right? Daily routine. Okay, so here, most probably they will choose two questions. It's very rare for them to go more than two questions. I don't think so, right? Okay, they will stick to two questions, right? Okay, so again, do you need to be worried? Oh, or do we need to be worried about, like answering the question, or is it going to be a different, topic or anything? Nothing, right? Again, is basically about yourself, right? Okay, here is written there, daily routine, right? Okay, on the day, maybe it could be your hobby, right? Okay, your pastime activities, right? Okay, something that you like to do, right? Okay, someone that you admire, right? Okay, it's basically everything about yourself. All right, okay, so that's why I told you just now in the beginning that part one, you guys got nothing to be afraid, because basically it's about yourself, right? Okay, there's no need for you guys to be afraid. Oh, I need to give opinion, I need to give like I need to support with a proper relevant supporting details and supporting sentence. There's no such thing as that, right? Okay, so you can rest assured that the first part of it is about yourself. All right, okay, and guys, who knows better, right? Okay, about yourself other than you guys, right? Okay, so that's it, right? Okay, so let's take a look at few questions there, right? Okay, then how you can approach these questions, and later when I show you guys the video, you guys can see, like how they are answering the questions and everything, right? Okay, so you take a look at the main questions there, right? Okay, what do you normally do after you wake up, right? I think this one is basically about your routine, right? Okay, so daily routine, right? Okay, I think you guys can tell, right? Okay, but don't go too much, right? Okay, you try to be precise. Okay, so like the question is asking, what do you normally do after you wake up, right? Okay, so you see, after you wake up, normally, generally, right? Okay, most of the people, right, what they will do, right? Of course, they will go and brush their teeth and they will take their bath, and like, yeah, basically that's the thing, right? Okay, so what do you usually do after coming back from school, right? This could, the list can, it can go on, right? Okay, because you could have a lot of things that you do, when you come back from school, right? Okay, so how do you spend your leisure time, right? Okay, your free time, right? Okay, what do you do on weekends? So see, basically this all should not be something that you all worried about, because wow, this is very difficult or anything. There's no such thing, right? Okay, so there's nothing for you guys to be worried about, right? Okay, so you can basically definitely get through this. Okay, so there's one thing that if you could avoid is giving the occasional pauses, right? Okay, such as and so on, right? Okay, it's best if you could avoid that, right? It's best you could avoid that, right? Okay, so when you answer this question, also keep your facial expression is very important, right? Okay, whatever you say must go along with your facial expression. If let's say you are saying something and your facial expression is showing otherwise, then that what you call that, the conviction will not be there, right? When you do not like match your facial expression with your answer. All right, okay, so basically I know that like, let's say if you're wondering, right, okay, what about if they were to ask a question right, okay, where you do not know, right? Example, right? Okay, if they're asking you, what type of activities that normally they do in your neighborhood area, okay, let's say you have no idea, right? You have no idea what type of activity normally they do in your neighborhood area, isn't it, right? Okay, so please don't get panic, right? Don't get panic. It's not that they're going to go and find out what normally happen in your neighborhood area, isn't it, right? Okay, here you can come up with some like you have to make up stories, right? Okay, you have to make up stories, but make sure the story is something convincing, right? Okay, do not make something like even you are not so sure about, right? Okay, so keep it safe, right? As long as you keep it safe, you guys are safe, right? Okay, you guys will pass through this particular phase one, right? Okay, so let's look at next, right? Okay, guys, before we go to the second part, right? The second part. So I would like to know, right? Okay, is there anything that you guys have to ask, right? Anything that you wanted to ask about this phase one, right? Okay, the part one, right? If you want to ask anything, right, you like to clarify something, please do so now, because we're going to go to part two. So if you have any doubt about part one, please do so now. Anything you guys have, right? Okay, anything you guys are saying that, oh, we are still not so sure about this or anything. So I hope you guys are clear, right? Okay, anything, guys? Anything? Yes, class. I would appreciate if you could say nothing, right? Or yes, or anything, right? Okay, clear. Huh? All right. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, let's move on to part two, right? Let's move on to part two. Just bear with me. All right. Okay. So when I show you guys the videos, definitely you guys will get a clear picture, right? Okay, you guys nothing to be worried about, right? Okay, you guys will definitely get a clear picture, but as of now, just bear with me, right? Okay, but in between, if you guys have any kind of doubt, okay, feel free to ask me and feel free to clarify, right? Okay, no worries, right? Okay, I'm more than willing to clarify to you guys, right? Okay, now let's go to part two here. All right, so the part two, okay, the time duration is similar, right? Okay, we are talking about 3 to 4 minutes. All right, we are talking about 3 to 4 minutes. All right, okay, so basically, right, okay, they will give you guys, okay, say you have two candidates, right? Okay, candidate A, candidate B, right? Okay, so they will give you guys, all right, okay, each one of you a topic that you have to talk about for a minute. All right, okay, so you see, at my school, the one that I'm teaching now, right? Okay, you see, obviously they don't focus that much on speaking, right? But whenever I get the opportunity, right, okay, to practice speaking, right, okay, normally I will ask my students to speak about any topic, right? Okay, I'll come up with some topic, right? Any of their choosing, right? Okay, and normally I will encourage them to speak for 1 minute, right? Okay, and above, if it's possible for them to do that, right? Okay, so why 1 minute? Why 1 minute, right? Okay, you see, for some, for most even, right? Okay, 1 minute may sound like, okay, it's just a piece of cake, right? It's just 1 minute one, right? Okay, it's just a 60-second, right? Okay, what's so difficult about that, right? Okay, that will be the thought of many students, right? Okay, but believe me, if you are someone who are not used to speak for 1 minute, that 1 minute can be, you know, like something like a 60-minute, right? Okay, it could be like a 1 hour for you, right? Okay, believe me, I've seen this, all right, when I did this in my class, right? Okay, in my school, right? Okay, students tend to struggle, all right, when they were to speak 1 minute, right? Okay, they can't. Okay, they have this question, you know, I don't know how to continue, I do not know how to expand, I do not know how to, you know, like give up all this relevant information. They always have this problem, right? They always have this problem, right? Okay, so if you guys are not used to for, you know, like talking for 1 minute, right, what I will suggest is, all right, okay, it's not too late for you guys, you can start now. All right, you guys can start now, right? Okay, see, basically, if you guys are wondering, oh, isn't that we supposed to talk to someone, right? Okay, not necessarily, not necessarily. You can talk to yourself, you can put a timer, right? Okay, you can just randomly choose one topic, right? Okay, and you can just talk about it and make sure that you reach that 1 minute time. All right, why I'm asking you to do this, this is particularly for the student who thinks that, you know, like, oh, I am not that good at speaking for 1 minute, right? Okay, I'm a very you know, I can speak, but, you know, not that much, right? Okay, I'm very on point and it's kind of like short, right? Okay, but here in this particular part two, you have to speak for 1 minute. Okay, you have to speak for 1 minute, right? Okay, because the interlocutor or the examiner will keep count on the time, and, you know, like, even though if, you know, the examiner already give you the floor, right? Okay, so now it's your time to talk, right? Okay, and you are like having you know, difficulty to talk, right? Okay, and you are coming on with this all these occasional pauses, and all these things, right? Okay, uh, the examiner not going to provide any help, you know. The examiner will be just watching you, right? Okay, just be watching you. So basically, in the end, when the time is up, then the time is up, then the examiner will say, okay, that's it, done, right? That's it, done, right? Okay, so that's why you guys have to train this, right? You have to train this speaking for 1 minute, right? Okay, let's take a look at this one, right? Okay, what will be the instruction given by the interlocutor, right? Okay, so in this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it on your own, right? On your own, right? That is the keyword there, right? Okay, about a minute. You also need to answer a question briefly about your partner's topic, right? Okay. So what you need to do, why you need to do this, right? Why you need to do this, right? Okay. So later we will take a look into this one, right? Okay. So if they give the question to candidate A, right? Okay. So while the candidate A is answering, right? Okay, by speaking, right? Candidate B, you also, like just listen to your like your partner, right? Okay, just listen to your partner, right? Okay, it's not that you trying to get any information from him or her, because it's not like you the same question will not be asked to you. I mean, it will be related to the topic, but it won't be something similar that they asked to candidate A. All right. Okay. So if you're not that clear, sir, right? Okay, right, no problem, we will take a look at that, right? Okay, now look at this, right? Okay, candidate A, it's your turn first. Here is your task, right? Here's your task, right? Okay, so they will place this booklet in front of you, right? Okay, so let me show you the booklet, right? Okay, here, this is the booklet, right? Okay, this is the booklet. They will place this in front of you, right? Okay, let's say you are candidate A. They will place this in front of you. As you can see there, everything is there, right? Okay, so they will tell that, right? Okay, I would like you to talk about a family celebration you had recently, right? Okay, first you have some time to think about what you are going to say, right? Okay, so normally they will give you 20 seconds, right? They will give you 20 seconds. So when they give you this 20 seconds, right? So what you need to do at this point here is you have to look at that particular booklet, right? Okay, and don't worry, it's not that you guys have to come up with your own points and everything, like, no, right? Okay, you see, talk about a family celebration you had recently. You should say what the event was, what you did there, if you enjoy yourself, why or why not, right? Why Malaysia celebration are important, or why family celebration are important in Malaysia, right? Okay, so there are 4 points that they have given there, right? Okay, so basically you should, like basically for 1 minute, right? Basically for 1 minute, that 4 points, right? 4 kind of like information is more than enough, right? Okay, so please do not rush. That's what I will tell you. Take your guys, take your time, take your time. No need to rush. Okay, there is no need for you guys to rush. You guys are not running in the Olympic, or you guys are not going to catch a train, or you guys are not the Flash, right? For you guys to go that fast. Calm yourself, right? Okay. Excuse. Compose yourself, right? Okay. Relax and take it slowly, right? Okay, because when you are nervous, you tend to speak very fast, and every student's thought will be the same when they are nervous. You know what? Get this over with quickly, right? Get this over with quickly, right? As quick as I can, right? So that is what you should not do, right? That is what you should not do. You should take your time, all right? But at the same time, I'm not saying that, you take your donkey years or anything, right? Okay, so I'm not saying that, right? Okay, so I'm just telling that, you should pace yourself, right? Okay, not too fast, not too slow, somewhere in the middle, right? Okay, so you start, right? Okay, so after the 20-second, right? Okay, so the examiner will say, right? Okay, all right, you may start now, right? You may start now. Okay, obviously, if you are struggling, the interlocutor will prompt you by asking certain questions, right? Okay, but I will suggest that please do not, let it to that part, where you don't let until the interlocutor to prompt you. That shows that, like, you can't express yourself, right? Okay, so I'm not a big fan of that particular part, right? Okay, some student, they will say that if we are struggling, of course the interlocutor going to prompt us, so why we need to worry? No, you cannot have that mindset. All right, you cannot have that mindset. Okay, they have asked you to speak for 1 minute, right? Okay, then you take this, like normally you just take it simply, right? Okay, just take it easily, right? Okay. And all right, okay, just guys, just hold on for a while, just give me one moment, right? Okay, so I think I have a little bit of a connection problem. Just hold on, okay, just hold on for a while. Just give me 1 minute, all right? Just give me 1 minute, all right? Okay. Sorry guys, sorry for that interruption, right? Okay, just that I am having a little bit of technical issues, right? Okay, right. So let's continue. All right. Okay. So here we are looking at this one, right? Okay. So when they say, right? Okay. All right. We may start now, right? Okay. Talk about a family celebration you recently had, right? Okay. Now this is something that students always, like they don't get it, like you see some students are, because they have something to refer to, right? They have something to refer to, right? Okay. So what they will do, a family celebration that I recently had was, my father's my father's 50th birthday celebration, right? Okay. What the event was, okay, some student, they tend to look at that particular, information, and they will say that information, then after that they will give answer, so that's what you shouldn't do. I mean, basically, you just need to talk. The question has been asked. All this are not an extra question or whatever. All these are just for you to, like to help you, right? In order to explain or elaborate, right? Okay, that's what you must understand here, right? Okay, so example, right? Okay, a family celebration that I recently had, right? Okay, was my grandfather's 80th birthday celebration. All right. Okay. And well, basically we, celebrate my grandfather's birthday, and we had few activities, we had few games, and basically it was a fun night. All right. And well, we also had some photo taking session, and it was a very good like team, family bonding session, right? Okay, plus the birthday celebration, right? Okay, and definitely 100% I enjoy myself, because when we get time to spend with our family, nothing can beat that, right? Okay, and so I really enjoy myself, and the fact that like my grandfather is 80 years old, and it's a blessing that he's still alive and well, given the fact that most people's grandfather are no longer alive. So I am blessed, and I really enjoy myself there, right? And I do think that family celebrations are really important, and something that people tend to they tend to forget, and they tend to overlook, right, in Malaysia, given our busy life, where we are very busy with our own work, and like studies and so on, right? Because family celebration can bring all the family members together. It can create a bond, and like people say, right, family is everything. So that's what I would like to say. Thank you. That's it. That right? Okay. So basically, guys, what I did was I just used that information, but I didn't stop there, and I didn't say that information. Oh, what the event was? Oh, the event was. Oh, what you did there? Oh, what I did there? Oh, actually, what it should not be like that. It should be like where you just simply express, you just speak, but in between you just add on this information. That's all. Basically, that's all. All right. Okay. All right. So once you are done with that, once you're done with your 1 minute, all right. Okay. So now the interlocutor, the examiner, will change to candidate B. All right. Okay. So if you're wondering, are they going to ask the same thing to me? Right? Are they going to show the same, that the one, and they're going to show to me, right? Okay. No. Right? Okay. You know what they're going to ask? You look at that, right? Okay. Candidate B, what was the last celebration you had? Did you have a good time? Why? So candidate B, you got nothing to refer. I mean, at least candidate A got something to refer there and to talk about, right? So that's why I mentioned just now that you guys have to, I mean, if you guys are candidate B, you guys have to be attentive, listening to whatever your partner is saying, right? Because you see, because that particular question that we pose to you will be related, but it won't be the same question, right? Okay, so here, what was the last celebration you had, right? Okay, take note of that. Take note of that. The one that they asked to candidate A was about family celebration. All right. Okay, family celebration. All right. Okay, but here they are asking you last celebration. They didn't say family celebration. So celebration and family celebration could be totally different. Celebration could be any festival, could be a celebration. All right. Okay. Family celebration are those events which we do among families. All right. Okay. So those are the differences that you guys must note there. Right. Okay. All right. Now, once you guys have given your answer, right, you already speak, right? Okay. What was the last celebration you had? So you guys just give a very simple one. Okay. But make sure you take note of all this, right? Okay. Whatever they ask, you must answer that, right? Example, what was the last celebration you had? The last celebration that I had was Christmas, all right? Okay. It was in 2019, all right? Okay. I did have a good time because, at that moment, I did not realize that it's going to be my last Christmas for 2 years now, right? Okay. Basically, because we are talking about 2020, where it has been a disaster. because of COVID-19, and 2021 doesn't look like getting better, right? So, well, the last celebration I had was Christmas 2019, and I had really good time, right? Okay, with my family and friends, right? Okay, so that's it, simple. So give a very short and simple answer, right? No need to drag, right? Okay, so that is for you. Right now, let's go for, okay. So once this one is done, they will take back the booklet. They will take back the booklet, all right? Okay. So then now they will give the task for candidate B, all right? Okay, the candidate B, they will give the task, all right? Okay. I would like you to talk about a person you admire, right? First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say, right? Okay. So this is for you. So they will place this booklet in front of you, all right? Okay. So you will have the exact 20 seconds to look at this, all right? To look at this, a person you admire, talk about a person you admire. You should say who this person is, what this person looks like, why you admire this person. If you think it's important for people, have a good role models, why or why not, right? Okay. So you have to think, right? Okay, so just think whatever in your mind, all right? Who's that person? All right, quickly make the decision, right? Okay, see, when we talk about person you admire, right? Okay, you cannot say that, wow, this is a very tough question, that where I need some time to think about it, to organize my points and everything. It's not something like that, right? Okay, I think basically the person that you admire, like for most people will be similar, isn't it? Right? Okay, I mean, like if you are talking about the people that we know, of course it has to be your father, your mother, or your friends, or right, okay, or your teacher, or so on, right? Okay, but if you are talking about someone very famous, a sportsman, a politician, and so on, like that is totally different thing, isn't it? Right? Okay, so you quickly make up your mind and you just tell, right? Okay, so the person that I really admire is my father. He is, all right? Okay, so here they are. You must understand what are the things, right? Okay, and if anybody were wondering, what if we miss any of the information there? Is it a must that we must include, we must use that information there, right? Okay, or if we were to miss, or can we add one of your own, right? I mean, you see, basically you always can tell whatever you want to say, right? Okay, but when they say you should, you have no other choice other than to follow that, right? Okay, so as much as you guys, right, okay, try to avoid few things there because you do not know what to say, I will suggest you guys to follow that. All right, please precisely follow that so that you guys know. All right, okay, so because you guys address everything that you need to address, right? Okay, so that's the reason, right? Okay, so that is done, right? Okay, once you have spoken, right, candidate B have spoken, okay, candidate B have spoken, so they will go for, right, okay, candidate A, right? Okay, who do you admire, why? So basically this question, it's a very short question, right? You can just simply say, oh, I admire my father because he's a hardworking man. You can give this answer, but please don't do that, right? Okay, give a little bit a concrete. I mean, like, don't be too short, right? Okay, don't be too long, right? Don't be too long-winded, right? Okay, that also is not advisable. All right, okay, so here, who do you admire? The person that I admire the most is, of course, my mother. Why I the reason why I admire her is because of dedication, hard work, and the way that she managed to handle everything, the family, right, after my father passed away. So it's not that easy, right? Okay, being a single mother, right? And normally when when the husband passed away, so you will face all kind of challenges, and you will face all kind of difficulties, but in whatever difficulties, whatever adversities that she has faced, she has never backed down from anything, and she always will try to overcome it. And that is the main reason why I really truly admire my mother. That's it, done, right? Okay, so The part who do you admire is simple, but the part where why, the reasons has to be, you know, like really, really concrete. Okay, have to be like really, really relevant. Okay, it should be something that you should say, right? Okay, something that, you know, like should give like a conviction, right? Okay, so if you don't do that, then you guys will be like talking unnecessary things, right? Okay, so once you guys are done that, right? Okay, then she will take the booklet, and that class is the end of the part of part 2, right? Okay, so we're gonna go to the last part, part 3. So before we go to the last part, okay, any questions regarding this part 2, right? Any question regarding this part 2, right? Okay, let me make a very simple review, simple summary, right? Okay, you have 2 candidates, right? Each one of your candidates, right, will be given a booklet, right? You'll be asked to talk about a topic for 1 minute, right? Okay, after that, the same topic, they will ask you a question, a short question. All right, okay, that's it, basically. That's all. All right, okay, so anything, guys, anything you like to know, right, more, or anything you guys are not so sure, so that I could clarify and move on to the third part? Anything? No, huh? All right, sure. All right, okay, let's move on to the third part, which could be the difficult of them all. All right, okay, and please take note. If you guys are not sure, later please ask me. And anyway, I'm going to play the audio to you guys, so you guys will have a clear picture once I play the audio, right? Okay, I mean the video, right? Okay, all right, now take a look at part 3. Okay, so part 3 is the longest of them all, right? Okay, so we look at part 1, part 2 just now, you know, it's basically around 3, somewhere in the range of 3 minutes, right? Okay, but here part 3, we are talking about 8 minutes, right? Okay, I mean not 8 minutes, I mean 4 to 5 minutes, right? Okay, total of that, right? Okay, so now, so the interlocutor will begin like this. Okay, now I'd like you to talk about something together for about 3 minutes. Okay, guys, this is the tricky part here, right? Okay, you have to talk together, right? Okay, about a topic for 3 minutes, all right, for 3 minutes. Okay, so you guys will think, wow, 3 minutes, oh my god, that's long, right? Okay, don't get worried, don't get excited, don't get worked out, right? Okay, don't worry about it, right? Okay, guys, you guys, not one person are talking for 3 minutes, you guys are talking together. It's like a discussion, so obviously you guys going to take part, you know, like take turn, right? Take turn, right? Okay, so that is the 3 minutes. Okay, so the task will have 2 parts. Okay, please understand this one also, huh? The first part, you will discuss something with each other for 2 minutes. Okay, then the second part, you will have another minute to make a decision together. All right, okay, so the total of 3 minutes, you have 2 parts in that, right? Okay, a small part, right? Okay, 2 part, right? Okay, what are those? Right, the first one is where you discuss, okay, you have conversation between each other, right? After that, what is your decision? Have you guys managed to come up, right? Okay, to a decision, right? To an agreement, right? Okay, so now take a look at this one, right? Okay, now they will give you 20 seconds to prepare, right? Okay, and they will show you this booklet, right? Okay, okay, they will show you this one, right? Okay, as you can see, why do people shop online? Why do people shop online? As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So total, there are 6 points. Why do people shop online? Right? Okay. So here, when they say, right, okay, now talk to each other about the reasons why people shop online. All right. Okay. So they will give the floor to you guys. So you guys have to start, right? Okay. Here, guys, right? Okay. Here is the trickiest part, right? Okay, why? You guys have to talk with each other, and it must sound natural, right? At the same time, right? Okay, example, huh? Right. Well, the reason why people shop online, right, in my opinion, I think, right, okay, it has to be because of convenience. Well, with physical shopping, they have to go outside, they have to take the car, they have to, like put petrol, and, like they have to go and park the car. And, the fact that for one shop, they have to do that. And if they were to go to another shop, right, okay, they have to do the same, which is kind of like troublesome, okay, where online shopping, right, okay, is just a matter of, you're just sitting at your home, right, okay, comfortably, right, okay, and you just order everything, you make the comparison, everything, right, okay, at your, like fingertips, all right, okay, just compare everything, you make the comparison, everything is done. And in the end, another thing is, it will be delivered to your doorsteps, right, okay. So that is the main reason why I think, people shop online. Don't you think so? So once you guys are one person is done, right, okay, like say candidate A was talking like that, right, okay, once you're done, don't just simply keep quiet, expect candidate B to talk by himself or herself. You have to prompt. You must understand this is a discussion, right? This is a discussion. So you have to prompt, all right? Okay, your what do you call this? Your partner here, right? What do you think? Do you agree with me and everything? So candidate B, well, yeah, I do agree with you, right? But at the same time, I also think that another reason why, like people shop online is because better prices, because you are able to compare, right, okay, the prices, and you can do that within, like more than 10 shop, in just a matter of seconds, compared to when you have to go to the shop physically. And if you want to go to 10 shop and you want to do the comparison, that is totally difficult, and it will be tiresome, right, okay. So in that regards, okay, we can compare and we can definitely get the better prices. So that is the another reason why people shop online, in my opinion, right? What do you think? Do you agree with this, right? Okay, and you come back again. Yeah. Of course. Prices is of course one of the reason, right? Okay, and after that, I also think that this is also very, very important. Time saving, right? Okay, nowadays people, they don't have time, right? They are really, really busy, right? Okay, everything they want to be done very quickly, right? Because we are living in a fast-paced world, right? 21st century world, right? Okay, where everything is dominated by technology, everything is moving in just the matter of seconds. So when we are living in that kind of world, of course, we would like to save time, right? And we can save ample of time, right, by shopping online. So that's why I think online shopping is totally popular with a lot of people, right? Okay, don't you think so? Then your friend, will say, yeah, of course, like, yeah, we can save a lot of time, right? Okay, at the same time, I also think that another reason, like this is a very, very important one also, right? Okay, there are wide variety of choices available, right, okay, for them to choose from, right, okay, which somehow will be limited when they go physically to the shops, okay, because like maybe they can go to 2 or 3 shops, and like sometimes they may not get that particular things that they're looking for. But in online, well, there are a wide range of varieties, right, to choose from. So that is one of the important, right, reason why people shop online. All right, okay. And don't you think so, right? So guys, I hope you understand. This is how it goes, the conversation. All right, okay, forth and front, right? Okay, so you must understand, when you are doing this, one thing, make it natural. All right, don't be like a robot, don't be too rigid, like the first reason why I believe people shop online is uh, better prices. Guys, please look at each other when you guys are talking, right? Okay, please consider your partner, even though he might be a stranger, she might be a stranger. All right, okay, please consider your friend, right? Okay, consider your friend. Please talk to your partner like a friend, right? Okay, how you'll talk? Let's assume that this is a topic that you guys are talking with your friend. What will be the, how will be the conversation, right? Hey, what do you think? Right, okay. You be natural, right? So that's what I want you guys to bring here, right? Okay. Forget about the fact that you guys in an exam, right? Okay, bring the real life situation into that, right? Okay. Only then you won't feel nervous. Secondly, you'll be able to speak fluently, right? Third, you don't feel, you know, like nervous, right? Okay, you will feel confident, right? Okay, so all these also are the reasons why I'm asking you guys to do this, right? Okay, all right. So basically that's that, right? Okay, once you guys have spoken for 2 minutes, right? Okay, right. Then, okay. Now you see, thank you. Now you have about a minute to decide together which is the most popular reason people shop online. So you have 6 reasons here, class, right? Okay, 6 reasons here. So you discuss, right? If you want to, do we need to discuss that in front of her? No, 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 no. It's like something like you whisper, you know, like you talk, right, with your friend, right? Okay, wait, what do you think? Right, okay, I'm going for convenient. What about you? If your partner also, yeah, convenient. Then okay lah, fine. Then you tell the examiner, we have come to an agreement, right? Okay, we anonymously, right? Okay, we believe and we think that the reason why people shop online, the main reason is because it is convenient, all right? Okay, then once you are done that, your partner must add in, you know. It's not like, yeah, of course, both of you make the decision. It's not that only one person need to tell that. You also need to add in something. You also need to contribute in your own, right? Yeah, you know, like, you know, nowadays we are looking for convenience, right? Okay. So convenience is something that everybody wants, right? Okay. So, right, everything is done online, right? Okay. All the bill is paid online, all right? Everything, the transaction, everything is done online. So, of course, people love to do online shopping as well, right? Okay, because it's very convenient, right? Okay, that's it, done. Okay, so once you guys are done, decided, right? Okay, then you guys will go to the last part, okay, where this is the, I won't say difficult, but if you try, you guys can, but some of you think that it's a little bit difficult lah, right? Okay, now, so what you guys will do is, you've been talking about why people shop online, right? Now, let's hear your opinion on this. In what ways does advertising on social media influence people's buying behavior? All right, you see, just now you're talking about social media, right? Just now you're talking about online, right? Okay, so social media is also part of online, right? Okay, so now they will bring a new topic, but that topic is related to what do you call this? The topic that you discussed previously. All right. Okay. So here you have to, right? Okay. Just talk lah, right? Okay. Both of you guys talk together. I don't think that, teacher, do we have to, I mean, like, talk separately or no. You guys talk together, right? You guys talk together, right? Okay. Then after that, that's it. That's the end of the speaking test. That's it, right? Okay. So guys, I'm gonna play the audio, right? I'm gonna play the video, right? Okay. So before we go and play the video, right? Okay. Anything that you guys want to know, all right? Anything that you guys are, wow, that is not that so clear, right? Okay. Anything, all right? Not necessarily, Jocelyn, right? Okay. You see, here the focus is not on vocabulary, you know. So that's what you must understand, right? Okay, they are not assessing your vocab, they are assessing your speaking skill. They're assessing how you respond to a question, right? How you expand a conversation, how you elaborate, right? Okay, the information, okay, how you sustain a conversation, all right? Okay, basically is on that. So if you use you know, like a lot of great vocabularies, that doesn't guarantee you guys higher mark. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't use good vocabularies. If you are someone with a very good, you know, vocabulary, right? Okay, then you use it, right? Okay. But students who do not have a very good vocabulary, well, they can use simple words, right? Because I don't want you guys to jeopardize yourself by coming out with all kinds of bombastic words just because thinking that, oh, I have to come up with this bombastic word in order to, like, well, to get this high mark, right? Okay, please throw away that thinking, right? Okay, it's no such thing. Basically, it's about your content, the way you respond, the way you make the point, the way you support your main point, right? When you say a main point, right? Okay, how you support, right? Okay, the manner you support, right? Okay, is it on point? Is it like really really understandable? Like when people listen to you, be like, wow, I am crystal clear, right, about what you said, right? That is basically we are talking about, right? Okay, so I hope it answered your question, right? Okay, anybody else? No problem, you are most welcome, right? Okay, anybody else? Anyone? No, huh? Right? Okay, so if nobody, right? Okay, so I will play the video, right? Okay, the first video I'll play is on this weak students, right? Okay, they are very weak, so you can take a look at them, right? Okay, and you see what are the things that they are doing wrong, right? And what are the things that you shouldn't do, right? Please take note, right? Okay, please take a piece of paper when I play the video, right? Okay, just take a note and everything, right? Okay, later I'll ask you guys, right? Later I'll ask you guys, okay, what you guys notice and everything, right? Okay, all right, just hold on, let me share the video.
Good morning. I'm Puan Alawia, and this is my colleague, Puan Nosha Zwani. She'll just listen to us. What's your name?
My name is Farid.
Okay, and what about you? What's your name?
My name Muhammad Farhad.
All right, thank you. Farid, where do you live?
I live Putrajaya Precinct 9.
Okay, and Farhan, where do you live?
I live at Dengkil.
All right. Now, I'm going to ask you about your daily routine. Farid, what do you normally do after you wake up?
After I wake up, I wash my face. And that's it.
Okay. Farhan, what do you normally do after you wake up?
I wash my face and take a shower.
All right. Farid, what do you usually do after coming back from school?
Coming back of school, I think I just sleep, and before I sleep, I wash my face again.
Okay, thank you. And Farhan, what do you do on weekends?
On weekend, I will play football at the evening.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay.
In this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it on your own for about a minute. You also need to answer a question briefly about your partner's topic. Farid, it's your turn first. Here's your task. I'd like you to talk about a family celebration you had recently. First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say. All right?
Okay.
You may start now.
Okay, family celebration. Family celebration event. I think family celebration I can do event like happy birthday, celebrate the happy birthday. For example, I do the celebrate my sister happy birthday, and 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 who were there? Who were there? Have my brother, have my sister, have my father, my mother, and my sister. Then uh, I did I singing the song like happy birthday to you like that. And then and then I enjoy with myself because when we celebrate together with our family, we can make a strong relationship between us.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Farhan, what was the last celebration you had?
I went to Vietnam with my father.
Okay. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Can I have the booklet, please?
Okay.
Now, Farhan, here's your task. I'd like you to talk about a person you admire. First, you have some time to think about what you're going to say. Okay? You may start now.
The most person that I admire is Cristiano Ronaldo. He look like he has a mustache, curly hair, and looks so handsome. And I admire his because he pro playing football, pro dribbling, then can score goal from any side. I like to see his at stadium, and I hope I can get a photo with her. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Farid, who do you admire?
Admire. I don't understand what I mean.
Who do you like?
Oh, okay. I like my sister
Why?
because my sister, uh, my sister, mm, my sister good in education, uh, and she good in sport. She uh, playing at Sukma like that.
All right, thank you so much. Can I have the booklet, please?
Thank you.
Now, I'd like you to talk about something together for about 3 minutes. The task will have two parts. In the first part, you will discuss something with each other for about 2 minutes. Then, in the second part, you will have another minute to make a decision together. All right?
All right.
Now, let's begin with the discussion task. All right? Online shopping is gaining popularity in our country. All right? Here are some reasons why people shop online and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Now, talk to each other, okay, about the reasons why people shop online.
Okay, I start first.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay, the first reason why people shop online is because it's a better prices. If we shop online, it's more cheaper than you go to the shopping mall and buy at there. And reason two is time saving. Shop online will make you cut off your time. No need to go outside to buy something else. No stuck in the jam. Okay.
Okay. I agree with your point. Better price and time saving. So my point for why people shop online. Okay, why people shop online? My opinion is convenience, conver, conveni,
Convenient.
conve,
Convenient.
convenient. Sorry, convenient. Okay, why the convenient? Because when we buy at the shopping online, we easy to take the order, and we can to take a queue. Then we go to the shop at the street. We need to take a queue so long. And then when we shop and and why people shop online? Because follow the trend. Follow the trend because in the shop online like Shopee, like Zalora, like that. This web always follow the trend like shirt, shoe, shoe. And then the last point you can this that.
The last point is wide variety. If shopping online, you can search all of the thing you want. It's many various of type you want.
Okay.
For the
All right.
wait.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, thank you.
Okay.
All right. You have about a minute to discuss and decide together which is the most popular reason people shop online.
Which one?
Okay.
Tapi dia cakap tu.
You have to sit.
Dia kena cakap ni.
Yeah.
What is your decision, please?
Okay.
Our
Our decision is time saving. Because time saving, like I said, it will short your time. No, you don't need to go outside. Just open your phone and open the app you want to buy. Then buy, and the postman will send it to your home in few days.
All right. Thank you so much. Can I have the booklet, please?
Okay.
All right. That's the end of the speaking test. Thank you, Farid. Thank you, Farhan.
Okay, so I hope you guys have to watch that one, right? Okay, and I think you would have noticed few things there, right? Okay, I would like to highlight, right? Okay, in a few time that we have here, right? Okay, just hold on, So, just quickly we take a look at this one, right? Okay, so the part one, I think there should not be any problem, but even in the part one, you saw that those students are struggling, right? Because they can't even answer a simple question about themselves, right? Like example, she asked, like what do you do after you come back from school? he was telling that after I come back to school, I wash my face. All right. Okay. So here, class, part 1, right? Okay. Make sure that you guys give a relevant answer, because it is about yourself. It is about yourself. So you should not do, like what they did just now, right? Okay. So that is one, right? Okay. Part 2 here, right? Okay. Like I mentioned, when both of the students, when they are talking about this for 1 minute, did you notice that what the event was? What the event was? Oh, the event was what you did there? What I did there? What I did. So as though they are questioning themselves, they are asking question to your own self, like, so that is something that you should avoid. You should not do that. Basically, like what I said, right? Okay. So don't worry. I don't think we can see that another video today, right? Okay, because it's a little bit long, right? Okay. I will definitely show it to you guys next week, right? Okay. And we will go a little bit further, right? Okay, that you guys will get a very, very clear picture on how, like to face this speaking, right? Okay. So basically here, you no need to repeat this particular information. You just simply start, right? Okay. A family celebration that I recently had was my grandfather's birthday celebration, 80th birthday celebration. And well, basically we just celebrated his birthday and we had some fun games, and of course we had good food, and like we had like bonding time with our family, like see our family members who we don't often see. And it was basically really fun because I really enjoyed myself, because it's not too often that we get the opportunity to meet all our family together under one roof. So and it was a great occasion as well, like my grandfather's 80th birthday, which I'm really, really grateful, because most grandfathers, like they are not alive at this particular age. And the fact that my grandfather is alive is a blessing, is definitely a God's grace. And I also think that family celebration are something that being overlooked in Malaysia and should be given more importance, because it will help to strengthen the family relationship, because most of us are very, very busy with our own work, and we are in our own world where we always like drowning in the with our phones and everything, right, with technologies. So family celebration will give something that we should have, and which something that people had in the past, which is a real family time together, where we talk, we discuss, we make jokes, and we have a good time together. Okay, that's all. Simple. So you just say like that. There is no need for you guys to what the event was, what the events. I hope you guys noticed that, right? What those two boys did, right? Okay. Not to say anything bad about them, right? Okay. Most probably because they are nervous, right? Okay. But I don't blame their fluency. I just like saying that they should have not quoted back the question. I mean, not the question, is like the information, right? Okay, so that is for part 2. So for part 3, right? Okay, I think you can notice that like they were conversing with each other, but it was not that natural, right? Okay, so when I show you the other video, you can see the naturality between both of the like candidates, even though they are perfect strangers, right? They don't know each other, right? Okay, so but one thing they did a good job is they address all the points. Okay, and some students will have this question: do we need to address all the points? Yeah, of course you have to, right? Okay, so I mean that is basically the point, like you see, not only one student address all the point. I mean, like, you divide among each other. How you divide, it's between you guys, right? How you divide is between you guys, right? Okay, that is also part of the chemistry of between you guys, right? Okay, how well you guys handle this one, right? Okay, so that is basically this one. And the last part, where like they ask you to come up with a decision, right? Okay, so you see, you just quickly make a decision, and you see one student was telling it and another student was like, yeah, that's it, right? Okay, so these are the things that you should avoid, right? So basically, guys, right, from this one, what you guys can learn here is, right, okay, Yeah, right. Jocelyn is asking, right, in part 3, we need to use all the points to discuss. Like I say, you see, the points there just now were like 6. So 3 for you, 3 for your partner. Just nice. But let's say, it won't necessarily will be always 6 points up. It could be 8 points, it could be 10 points, right? Okay, so let's say for you to speak 5, for your partner to speak 5, that is kind of too much. Then in that situation, what you do, you just take 2 or 3. Okay, your partner take 2 or 3, that's it. It's not necessarily you need to finish all the points, right? Okay, but because of this particular situation where the points are 3-3, so that's why you equally taken, like for yourself and also for your friend. All right, okay, so basically that's it. All right, okay, clear, huh? All right, okay, guys, I think that's it, right? We will stop here, right? Okay, and I hope you guys are clear about the speaking paper. I know that you kind of like worried about the speaking, but don't be. I know that after you watch the video, like, oh my God, when you look at them, like, wow, look at them, like they're struggling so hard and everything. Actually, they shouldn't be, right? They shouldn't be. When I show you the video where, the good ones, right? Okay, when they speak, you will know like, oh, this looks so easy, right? You guys will come to that kind of decision, right? Okay, so nothing to worry. So we will continue next week, right? Okay, and so I think that's it lah, right? Okay, anything, guys? Any question you guys want to ask before I finish the session today? Anything? No, huh? All right, okay, so if there's nothing, right, we will continue next week. I will show you guys the video for the good ones, and have a nice weekend. Take a good care of yourself, stay safe, and take a good rest also. Right, until we see next week. Bye. All right, okay, thank you, take care. Right, okay, welcome, take care, bye. See you guys all next week. Right, okay.